I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Come on, set. 8-3. X3. 218, chop it. Hey, alert 3. What? Look at me. Score.
On first down, Swift. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Daniels. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check 13. Look, squeeze. Yes. Double up. Hurry. Check 31. Hard. Hey. On the rep. Let's go right here. Back.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On the set. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Slam. 5.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
and logo. Leo. Hey, Echo. Rush in. Ready.
Out of the gun now on third down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting the tone early for his defense.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check. Two. Check out. Check 26.
They'll set up the throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Check 15, check 61, matchbox lights. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Now! Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Hey, check 24. Look at me. Zip it. Go.
Throwing again. Daniels. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Tackle made right at midfield. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Lions nothing.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Two draw quarter. Hey, exit.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Rock it. Be driven.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
59 Mike. Check. 59.
Ready.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. On 3rd down, Swift. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
Pilot, 64, 30 base.
On 1st down, Daniels. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. There goes a deep ball. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
22 jet bombers. Go. 57, come on.
Stop your whining. 57, come on.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here we go.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Topper, topper. Hey, high 7. Yo, go. Go.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7 on second down to Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
He'll look to throw. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Recon, 152 fighter.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
To throw on second down. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Any weapons? Hey, Charlie.
59 Mike. Check.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. He's going to float this one deep right side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's make these big 6-6. Pull it high. Smooth.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. Squeeze, double up.
Get it.
2nd and 10. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
5 down. Stand up in.
Hey, Echo.
57's a Mike. Watch 57's
Mike.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half? And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Come on, set.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Second and long. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Looking to throw. Daniels. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Daniels. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
It's 3rd and 10.
And the blitz does come. James has got it. Complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Daniels. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll run on first down. Swift. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Anthony Barr able to record his 5th sack of the season. Looking to throw. Daniels. That one into the hands of Kane. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Hey, team 6.
From the gun, Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Go out. Go.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Switch. 6-6. Pull it high. Out. Check 37. Hey, Foxtrot. Tight dog. Hey.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the ground, it's Eckler. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Safety's creeping.
Pilot, 64, weak.
57, Mike, 57.
Hey, Echo.
57's the Mike.
Hey, lock it.
Mike.
Hey.
Here we go.
Jump back.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Protein spill. Hey, Zoo.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 36, 36. Alert flat.
Look at me. Go now.
Back to throw. Daniels. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Give him 32 on the play. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down.
Hey, Delta. Look at me. Zipper.
55.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Daniels. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Bring it. Bring it.
Look, squeeze. Go. Hit it.
Throwing on first down. Daniels. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Alpha. Go. Shoot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yep.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Topper! Hey, Haywood!
57's the mic. Watch for the
He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Go. Get it.
Back to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
60 outlaw. 61. Matchbox lights. Leo. Hey, Sam off. Check 13. Check 13.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey. Get that quarterback, D-line.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo! Yeah.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, orbit.
57's Mike 57. Here we go, D. All day.
Let's go. Get set. Rock it. Hey.
Check.
Hey, seam 6.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You don't want it. Shit. Say it.
Hey, Foxtrot. General West. Ready?
To throw again. Daniels. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Check 50.
Go. Buzz.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Defense wins championships, man.
Now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 13. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Detroit, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And